New game, yes. Unfortunately, it will involve a little bit of reading. So I see we've got another muted audio. What is the copyright? Okay, another one of the Russian ones from the Hearts of Iron 4 soundtrack. How is that copyright? I don't understand it, whatever. Just exporting it. Okay, and heads up, it's gonna be incredibly loud at the start. I'll have to do something and just mute the whole thing, like slash the volume of it in half, which I don't know why, but the music setting in the main menu does not affect the main menu music or the intro, so yikes. I'm gonna do you a favor and just quickly shut off the desktop audio. And I'll try to solve this thing. It's incredibly loud. Smiraj slash to something reasonable. Still pretty loud. About the screen mode. Let's capture the game. It's not visible, apparently. There you go, we need to put this higher, I think. Shadow the Stronghold music. Why does this not show up? Is my question. I don't know why. Shut this off. What is this? Yeah, shut that off. Now let's take a look if this worked. Does not seem like it. So what we'll have to do is do a game capture instead. So let's go ahead and configure this thing. Specific window, let's do Railgrade, there we go. This is gonna happen. Nope. Sometimes it's really frustrating to get stuff to work. This is one of those cases. There you go. It's fine. Made it. Let's get this to fit the screen. It's very loud still, I bet. This is better. It's really bad. One of your favorite places it is. Okay. So I would like to show you a trailer of this, I guess, first. So what we'll do is I'll shut this off. Let's show you my internet, or my desktop rather. We'll go to the store page of this thing and we'll watch this together.
This is Railgrade, a new management sim that combines resource management with railway building. The game takes place on an off-world industrial colony owned by the Nakatani Chemicals Corporation for the purpose of harvesting resources. As an administrator, it's up to you to oversee industrial production on the planet. In the world of Railgrade, trains are used as the main mode of transport to move resources, and so the game is all about building railway routes in order to deliver raw materials and other valuable goods. You'll need to make sure that production stays on track by delivering the right resources to the right industry, and that any produced outputs are then transported onwards or exported for profit. With a simple construction system, it's easy to jump into a game and quickly get your goods on the move. But you'll need to be strategic with your railway construction. Each mission requires you to build a railway network from scratch, with only particular resources available. So it's up to you to decide how to connect the dots and create the most efficient delivery network possible. Trains can be customized with a number of engine types, each with their own unique benefits and costs. There are limitless options at your disposal, and as you progress through a mission, you'll quickly find the map becomes packed with dozens of busy trains traveling across an impressive network of multi-level railway routes. This has just been a glimpse of what's possible in Railgrade.
Yeah, so this game, it's about trains. It's sci-fi game about being on a planet that's like, you know, distant, but humanity has it, and then you are supposed to oversee its logistics. And it has missions, so like it makes sense to do it as fast as possible because you unlock new things, and that's kind of the interesting part about this game, right? What we want to do is I want to reset the story so I can show you this stuff from the scratch, but can I do this? Let's take a look. Gameplay. Allow fresh start. What is this? Streamer mode. Enabled. Did I? This is gonna get struck by copyright already because of the main menu music, isn't it? It's gonna get struck by copyright. Let's do this. Accept. Fresh start. Yes. This is gonna be super quiet now. Okay, I need to fix that because music is super loud while everything else is quiet. Well, just the joy of this game. Okay, let's let it load. Let's go back to main menu. No, stop asking me for various things. I don't care. Just let me access the main menu, please. Just let me access the main menu. Just please do it. I know. I don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care. Just stop. It's time to stop. because the many music does not get affected by the audio volume because someone made a decision. It's not good. Just gonna have to boost this to 100% everywhere across the board so we can actually have some sort of sound.
Congratulations on a safe trip. On behalf of all of us at Nakatani Chemicals, I'd like to bid you welcome to our colony. We have recently identified a significant opportunity to improve the current infrastructure of the planet, which is why you're here, Administrator. To help us implement a new mode of transportation, one that once conquered Earth's old frontiers. The railway. It's now your responsibility to grow our network of railways and oversee the management of our most important industries. By developing a transport network for our powerful train engines, we'll be able to easily deliver resources and fuel growth across the planet. Succeed, and our colony will be the envy of the entire galaxy. Fail, and, well, you don't need to worry about the consequences right now.
This game has like dystopian undertones, by the way.
I know you might miss Earth, but don't worry. When you've seen what's possible here, you'll never want to leave. Good luck, Administrator. Everyone is counting on you.
Okay. Let's just speed through this. I could read it. There's a lot of reading in here. I'm gonna tell you, we are the administrator, we are given various tasks by the people from the company. And we are sent to different missions to do different things, and each mission should teach you something. It's sort of like campaign, you know, think of it like, sort of Season 3, for example. Like you have missions and each one unlocks you anything and you have to use that, and the better you do, the more coupons you get and or vouchers. And you use these things to unlock things like extra music, but also in-game buildings and upgrades and things like that. So that's why this game is interesting. I would not like it if it didn't have a meta progression system. It does. So I'm not gonna be reading these things. There's no way to read it in-game. So I'm just gonna skip them. If you are interested in this, you can always play it for yourself, or you know, stop the stream video, whatever, read it. I don't generally. You know, I don't take very big interest in this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and skip that. If the game allowed there to be voice reading the text, I would let it tell that to us, but I'm not reading that. So there's gonna be a lot of reading that I would have to do. So this is the first task. Welcome to your first region. Let's go over basics of railway management. When in a region, your current main task can be found here. Keep an eye out on a task. This is the task. We need to export 4 energy to win. Your main task is decisions to get 4 energy. These structures are geothermal power plants. They are one of many industries which produce energy. This is a Zeppelin dock. Freight can be delivered here to export, contributing to your objective and earning you profit, which is money which you use for building things. Before we can export energy, we need to build track stations and trains. Let's start with a track. Select one. Track the tool. Yes, I know how to build things. So this is a Zeppelin dock. We want to build just a simple loop over here. Track doesn't have to loop. They are traveling along it. Yeah. Trains will reverse direction once they reach the end of the line. So it could be a line. But I would literally like this to be a loop. This is our money, by the way. The 6,800 is our money. And before you set everything up, you do have this timer paused, right? When you set up at first train, then the timer starts coming. And you need to win within this time frame to get the best score, like a gold medal. So you'll want to always do this. So these are geothermals. You see that they have production in them. So there's storage full currently. They can hold up to 4 energy bars. And they need catalyst if you want them to produce more quickly. But they work even without water. So that's fine. And then there is workforce, which is not needed for this building, as workers. But it works at a static rate. You can improve it with money. We cannot do that yet because you don't have the upgrade template or whatever you call it. So what we'll do is set up this track to be a loop. And we want to give it a station. Yeah, so when you hover over near our building, this means that it's connected to that. So any train stopping at the station will have access to this building. So what we want to do is, these stations cost upkeep. You see that number there? It's 4 upkeep per each 60 seconds. So you don't want to spend too much money on making these, but they are important because each station tile allows the train to unload extra tile or wagon worth of resources at once. And that's very important. We could do conservative approach and do 2 and 2, meaning that train will spend a little bit of time, but it's not going to be excessive. Stations let you build low enough full freights from nearby industries. Okay, yeah, I know we need a train. We need another station though. It can be on a curve like this, so that's fine. Zeppelin takes away export, but for now it doesn't really have a function. Let's build a train. Let's just dismiss this garbage and put the train on the track. Give it a boiler engine, which is the only engine we have access to, and then give it 4 wagons of energy transport. So the train's gonna come here, and now 2 stations are gonna allow it to load it with 2 at once. So it loaded, and now it's gonna go into the dock and unload at the same speed as it loaded, and then this can now manufacture more because it's been taken away, these 4 bars it had. If you upgrade it, it increases its storage capacity as well. So that's something to keep in mind, not just increasing its speed, but also the other things. So that was the tutorial. The first one, there is more. So this is the world map. And we've won this one. We see that we have the full vouchers, which is progress, basically. There is a skip tutorial mission, which you can do. I don't want to necessarily do that, so I'm gonna take you through. So branch control, let's go ahead and do it. Excellent blend economy. I don't know if you can call it that. It's supposed to be like a very corporate future. So there is currency, and technically there are other entities, but this company we serve is actually the one who has monopoly on this. Each train has its own route and each branch in the track. In this region, this train carrying the water doesn't have a clear route to the awaiting city. Select the train and press to select its route. Right. We can tell it to do certain things. So let's go ahead and tell it to switch this way. And so it heads down. This is just to teach you this is a thing you can do. Where's the station? I think it's here. There's a station here. So we need to win quickly. That's what's gonna happen there. Something to note. Yeah, this is the currency. So like there's gonna be some currency management later. This is a city. It demands things such as the water. Vouchers, yes. industrial train primer. Let's go ahead and do this. Industrial chain primer, we have some workers here. Many industries produce outputs which require multiple freight inputs to create. This is a steel mill, it's one such industry. Select the steel mill. It tells us what it needs. It needs iron and coal, and it creates steel. It needs a catalyst of energy if you want to boost it. Steel mill requires 2 freight inputs, coal and iron. Coal mine produces coal. Iron mine produces iron. Select either coal mine or iron mine. There's one more critical thing to know about before we put you to work, and that's workers. Select the steel mill by pressing the left mouse button. We need to assign workers, all 8. It's gonna increase the speed of production. You were an administrator, not a chief transportation officer. I stick to my comment. Okay. So let's make this happen. I'm thinking about how we do this the best way. We could have 2 trains with each separate connection. Produce for steel is the objective. I'm just gonna do it the simple way because I don't want to be bothered by this. We can do this. It's not the most efficient way to do this, but it doesn't matter. Then we can have a track too. No, we just need to produce it. That's fine. Let's put on a train. Let's give it a thing. Let's give it 2 wagons. Usually we would want more wagons, but it's fine to have 2. Of course, inclines are bad for your speed. So there are better trains later to solve that. And you get money for delivering even to production facilities such as this. And so now it received both inputs. It should be working. It is working. It's gonna produce steel. And this is a worker housing. This provides 20 workers for a city. No, for your operations, I guess. This is the maintenance. We don't have accountancy yet. When you have accountancy, it's gonna display upkeep and all that. Okay. So skip the validation step, that's fine. We could do it later. For now, first job. So this is the first little mission. Let's go ahead and go into it. We have 10 minutes to complete it for the gold medal, which we want because it gives us the vouchers. And as always, the initial setup phase is fine. You can just, build whatever you want. This place is a mess. Great. So yeah, we should set this up. So this is water pumps. You don't need to tell me. Oh yeah, hey, height. That's right. We know about height. There's this station here. It's already working, so we should start setting this up. There's Zeppelin dock, so we just want to export this water, I think. But this height is terrible. I would like to not have to have that. Z? Is that I need to configure my keyboard to be English, I think. What is it? F? V? There you go. Let a thing happen. Let's take a look at this track. Usually you will not start with garbage. This time we start with garbage. And after trains have been set in motion, you can make changes to them. Yes, let's add wagons. Let's do this one. Configure, add wagons. Add another engine, right. Now it's time to ready. It's time, what? Deliver water to the Zeppelin dock. I've been doing that. Yeah, so we need to do this per minute. Meaning that we really do want to increase our production. Let's go into this train. Give it a couple more wagons. And give it another engine. And end. This thing doesn't matter that much. This production will be limiting us a little bit. What are these trains like? 2 wagons only? Yeah, that's not really gonna cut it. Do we have another here? We don't. Let's clone this train, put it here. Give it another bolter, another engine. Configure this, give it more. This is still the small one. Configure this thing. Let's delete that train, another car. Even though this is not really working, let's upgrade this to get more water. Let's upgrade this to get more water. Let's upgrade, we don't need this yet. So we should reach that water per minute without any issues now, I think. This thing needs another upgrade. There's a city. We could deliver water to the city as well, but we don't need to. There's more water we could connect. More than that, I think we're just gonna focus on these. It's 10.3 water per minute. We are getting more as we speak. And that's 13. Just need a little bit more. That is not enough over here. This thing's not upgraded enough. Also, you see this is not optimal because this train has to wait for this one to pass. So you would want to make it a loop instead, but I can't really be bothered to do that. This is going really well. We could use... yeah, there's another train. Let's upgrade this. Make sure we get even more. Just need 0.7 more. So that's that. We got vouchers. This is the unlocks. You've got oil overflow. Just another map. So this is like the first real one. We got an oil well industry, which we unlocked. This is me to export energy via the Zeppelin dock. This time, however, you'll be utilizing the local oil wells and oil power plant. Yeah. So this is the power plant, and these are the wells. So you deliver oil to the power plant, and then from there it creates energy. You export it here into the dock. You also get a voucher thing. We could get this, which is an advanced engine. We could also pick up something else. All power plant upgrade tech is good, and 12 vouchers. Let's get geothermal unlocked. So there are various things. Accountancy, this displays your revenue, cost is upkeep, and net is how much you're getting. Revenue is how much you're getting last 60 seconds. It counts last minute. And there's a bank. You can take loans, you can deposit money to have interest accumulate, and that's gonna give you money over time, which is good. But a lot of the time you just want to work on these things quickly. So there are a lot of oil wells already present on the map. If we wanted to later, there is also industry button, which you can build this from scratch as well, but we don't have that yet. So again, this is paused at the start, so no worries about anything. We can just take in the map and see what we do. So what we want to do is find out the most efficient way to transport oil into this oil power plant, and then bring it to the dock. Also, there is water here, and the game is gonna ask us for some water later, I think, because we should boost it. When you bring water to a oil well, it is its catalyst, increasing its production speed, right? So that's kind of why it's important. It also improves production speed of the oil power plant if you bring water to it. So let's start with something simple. We know that we have these here, and then there is another one here and here, and that's pretty much the closest we can get. And so we will start with these two on a loop. So let's go ahead and create a track here. And we want to be conservative with how it is. You can hack terrain. It creates these sorts of, I don't know how we'd call this, but it's basically protecting it from, you know, things falling on it. There is going to be an incline which we need to climb with the trains, and that's terrible, but there is no terraforming. Terrain is here to stay, okay? So we have to keep it. What we'll do here is we'll bring it out like this, and then we'll loop it, if possible. And then we'll bring it back down over here, and we want to create a loop as well, but preferably we would loop in here and then add another track to this easily. So let's have a loop like this, give it a station. This is gonna tap into both of these. We want to select 4 at once, so we can load 4 wagons at once and unload 4 wagons at once. So let's do the same thing here. Station. There you go, and select the train, make a train. It's gonna go this way, give it a good engine, and 4 of these, and hopefully this thing is gonna be able to carry it to that hill. If not, then we'll have to fiddle around with the train, so we should take a look how it works. In the meantime, let's deposit money into the bank. I'm gonna give it 7,000 of our own money. It's gonna generate us interest. We have 15 minutes to do this, and what we need to do is export energy. And we need to assign workers here, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and create a track. It's gonna tap here and bring energy to here. Create a loop. Give it stations. 4. It's expensive, but it will be very efficient, which is nice. Give it a custom engine, 4 of these wagons, and tell this train to wait until full. So it's always gonna be here until it loads up. We need another train of oil, so let's clone this train, put it back here. And it loads instantly, which is really nice. What we'll do is invest into this oil well, and into this one. Make them produce more oil. And we'll immediately clone another train. Start loading it up. And it struggles really hard to get into that hill, so we will probably modify these trains to get extra engines. Because we need to get that. They are passing each other, which is not amazing. Configure, give it an engine. We don't have the money, so we need to wait. This is gonna get solved once they get the speed. There's some money. And we'll be loading energy when it gets produced. And then deliver it to the dock. This thing's now really fast. This train gets another engine, and unfortunately it stopped now because of this. It's gonna get slowed down a little bit. There are ways to get higher performance out of your industries. Catalysts. Yeah, so if we give it water, it would help it, I know. Water, yes, we can build an industry. Now, what I want to see is here, we see that we have full energy in here. it's not being able to process this. So let's withdraw money from the bank, upgrade this industry so that it has higher capacity, so we don't waste any resources. And when we deliver finished product like energy, it actually sells for decent amount of money, double what you get for normal wagon of resources. So that's good. Now we have some left. Let's take a look. We can build oil wells and water pumps now. We want to build water pumps. Yeah, it wants me to build it on top of this. It's a catalyst. We should deliver it to the... Build a water pump on the water resource side. Let's do that. Nicely done. Now let's get the blue gold bottled and load it as a freight. Provide an oil well and oil power plant with the water and use it as a catalyst. So we need to do both. What we'll do is we'll use this standing track for this. We only need this and that. But now we need to say these trains and make sure they go the right way. Yeah. And we deliver water with 3 stations. We don't need 3, but okay. Let's get a train and give it 3 bottles. I'm worried about its efficiency though, so we'll give it 4 and another. I don't have the money for it. So how much does it cost, this thing? Something like 1,000. We'll need to wait for some money. There we go. And this thing is gonna just go and deliver the water to all the places. Because it's used as a catalyst. And hopefully none of our other trains are gonna actually get in there. So that would be bad. Our oil wells here are not producing quickly enough. So getting that extra water to catalyst that would be pretty good. And it looks like our energy here is actually piling up as well. So another train would be good for this. For the energy at some point. We should tap into these uphill wells as well. When you deliver water as a catalyst, it also generates money. So it is definitely worth doing if you can do it. Especially if you need that extra production. This one is now coming this way, which is not great. The water train is doing some pretty bad things, because now it's gonna get stuck forever. I think we should do it this way, yeah. To make it always follow the normal tracks, so that it does not do this, because this is really bad. So what is our current objective? We need to provide all well with a water and power plant, which we did the power plant already. There is catalyst in there. Now we provide this with water. Catalyst really boosts your production rates, but there is yet another way to increase the speed at which the industry operates. Upgrades, yes. Let's do vouchers. This is the upgrade. We've already gotten the upgrade. Let's upgrade the license. So I need to withdraw money. Oh no. There we go. Actually, it's more expensive because... yeah, reasons. Let's do it. What's our current debt? Just gotta always purchase things. Custom engine. Yeah, I did that, I know. We still have 2,000 on the balance, so that's fine. We did upgrade the power plant, which right now it could use more oil as an input. But it's probably gonna be pretty hard to achieve. We could go and tap these 2 wells. What is the... okay, energy. We need, in 8 minutes, we need to produce 64 energy. As long as we keep the oil flowing in here, we'll do well. So what we should do is another track here. Just do it such as this. And then a new station. And then clone this train. We don't have the money for it. So let's withdraw the money we have. It's gonna, of course, we don't get any more, you know, we don't get any more interest, but that's fine. So now we'll load up on this oil. Then we could configure the tracks to add another one as bypass, for example. That's a thing we could do. Or just straight up to here. I think what we'll do is add another train. And this one needs to be told to go up later, so that's actually the hard part here, is to figuring out how this works. We need to tell one of them to go this way. And the second one can do it as well, so two of them will keep doing that. I should be pretty busy here, it is. Unload it as quickly as possible. And when we get the energy, we should copy this train as well. And if we want to be really fancy, we could check out our water train. Which I don't know where the water train is. We could make it go up as well. This way, and that way it also comes down and distributes the water to everyone, basically. Which currently we are kind of struggling. Did we? Oh yeah. We need to make it come here. Which currently it's been kind of sloppy. There we go. So it always goes there to get the water. This could happen, but we'll just have to suck that up, that's fine. And we should really complete this very quickly without any issues, I think. Energy's been producing really quickly. A lot of money. Click the button. That was the real first mission, I think. So that didn't go bad for us. Mix oil and water. Also, that is optional regions. Earn extra points by doing this. All for Omega. Let's go ahead and do this. So this is dock. We need to produce 256 energy, which is a lot of energy, and we need to do it within 25 minutes. We have 2 pre-placed oil power plants, and we've got some wells. As for the industry, we can build oil wells and water pumps. Can't really build much else. There is oil here. I never saw a glitch before. It's a bit funny. It's like zebras and Caesar. It's like the robo zebras. Okay, there's water. There's oil. We want to care about, like, again, obviously, elevation differences are a concern. So you don't want to necessarily build something that would be on a bad elevation. What we could do is we could be a bit cheeky with this. We've got 11,000 to start with, so that's not insane amount of wealth. So what we'll do is put 2 wells here. What this will do is we can put a train station up here, and it's gonna actually tap it. And then we can bring that here and easily export it. And that's gonna be our setup, initially, at least. So yes, let's take this. We could also go with even expanding this, actually. What is this? Is it F? There you go. Go here, go this way, build another industry for oil well. It could be like this. So if we salvage, this is the free build section, so we are free to rip apart anything for free, basically. I'm gonna start with 4 oil wells and bring this thing back here. And I was hoping maybe what we could do is do it in such a way. Let's see. I don't think I can do this, but this will be for free if I do this. Could I put this in such a... Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't. I was thinking we would tap everything at once. So if we go over it, could we go over it? We could go this way. So this would need to loop anyway. This wouldn't have to go up, which is fine. But let's destroy that. And let's see if we could make something happen over here with this loop. Preferably through the middle. Like this. Because now what we can do is put a station down. You see it taps everything. And we can do... Let's do 5... No. If we do 4 and it's straight, we could just have that. There's a small incline though, so we'll probably go with 5. Because we will have to add 2 engines to this train. And let's put this up here. And then we turn it around. But first let's go here. There you go. Let's give it stations. So we'll go... We need 5 as well to unload instantly. And then from here we'll assign workers, obviously. And we'll put out the energy into this. And that actually will be really simple. Just like so. And then bring it back. But it will cost us, so I don't know if we have enough. Let's start with 2-2 for energy, because I don't have much money for that. So let's go ahead and set up this train. Give it a custom engine. 5, custom engine, finalize the train. Copy this thing. And make it ready to spam another one immediately once we can. Because these things can still, yeah, they still have a lot in them. So we'll do the same, clone the train. Now we need a train here. Custom engine, 2 energy bars, let's do 4. It's fine. If it goes this way, it never has to go uphill with the load, so it should be able to handle this. And we need to upgrade this thing so it can handle this oil, because it's getting a lot of oil and it cannot physically produce it fast enough. So it's gonna get clogged up if we keep this like it is. So we need to actually do something about this, which means going into a bank and loading. And then upgrading this power plant so it has more capacity and production speed. Now if we have money left over, let's increase the stations so that we can do the loading faster for the energy. That's our first setup. It's gonna make money, so that's important. We do have a debt, which is not good, but we, rather than paying it off, we might have to just keep it, we'll see. So we need to produce 256 energy, which is quite a bit. But, you know, it's starting to pile up. This train is relatively cheap, there is a lot of energy, so we'll have to clone this thing. And put it down the moment we have the money. So we need another train carrying energy at this point. It's just clogging up. And these things are slowly getting whittled down, so upgrading their production would be good. Full train of energy is gonna give us a decent amount of money. And another one is coming in. Full load as well. While the plant is producing. I see we have still a lot of energy left, but as long as it doesn't reach 8, we are good. But it's getting there, for sure. But these wells are the problem. I think, yeah, we are empty now. We need to upgrade this. We are not getting enough oil from this. We could also go ahead and tap another source somewhere. I don't feel like that's super worth it right now. What I could do, potentially, is bring some of this oil. There is water somewhere. it's here. So we'd have to bring that to these wells. I'm not stoked about doing that, but we could do that. It's relatively, it may be cheaper than upgrading each individual well. And we don't want to take more debt, because that interest could be really bad. It's really bad even now, but there's not much I can do about that. We do have some money. Potentially we could pay off the debt and just sit on the profits for a bit. Or go ahead and start to upgrade something. We could also tap this well, somehow. Hey Zipshi's welcome, new game, yes. It is. Let her export the energy. We need more oil. So I don't think we'll pay off the debt. I'll use it as an investment to expand the production here, because that's kind of important. We need to head for this objective. It's the most important thing. The more oil we have, the more energy we have, the more resources we get. But yeah, some water here would do a lot, obviously. All it would take is one-way track, small station, and one train with water. So we'll probably do that. Let's get this upgraded, at least some production capability. It's gonna be improved. I might have to go and take that debt though. 2000, let's get a well. Industry, water pump. Where's the water? It's here. Let's give it a track, one-way track. Let's just bring it up over here. Oh, it's going down. F. And then here, and then we'll connect this thing. Can we do that? F, F, R, or V. There you go. And all of our oil trains should not really see that as a thing. Let's get a station. Train. Give it custom engine. Give it 4 bottles of water. And let's see how it performs. Okay, it's home. It can handle it. It's not great, but it will work. I might consider adding another water train. So this thing, I need to make sure that it goes around and around. It does. So it will deposit oil. Actually, yeah, you should do that. So we cover all the things. This is pretty bad. Reverse it. So it should go, you know, through this way and deliver water everywhere, and then go and pick up more. Now it's coming back. Okay, let's reverse it. There you go. There is not enough oil, so this will boost production on all of these. We do want another water train, I think, but let's give it time. For now, this oil catalyst should help a lot with production speed. So our water train should be going, yeah, it is going there. I think we want another, but we need to space them out so they don't interfere with each other too much. What we could do is loop it. It's just a track, so no huge deal there. I think what we want to do here is erase that. And we will set this up to be like so. And then we clone this train. Where is it? Clone this train, put it on this track. And it uses both of these. Right, yeah. Let's give it more stations here. Actually, sorry, we will have to salvage these two. Put two here because we want an industry for water. Here. So it taps into that. So we need more production here. And the cheapest way to get it is more. Need some more money. There you go. This should now contribute to the station. Some of the water trains are having a tough time with this incline here. Might have to add extra engines. I didn't want to do that, but we will if we have to. So how's this looking? A lot of oil here. Looks like we could use an upgrade for this thing. But it's really expensive and we already have debt. So I really don't want to take in even more debt. Delivered some catalyst. But we'll have problems processing this thing. We could also bring that here, but that's too much of a hassle to set up. This should unclog eventually. No, it's looking pretty bad. There you go. Something's loaded. Let's upgrade this. Can't take more debt, so to wait. What's the energy here? Still some bars in here left. So we want another train after we upgrade this thing. Hopefully the water is reasonable. There you go. Got some. But it will probably be a challenge for them to climb. Obviously. Where's the water train, the second one? It is doing its job, okay. Good. Need to upgrade this thing. We are still losing money due to the interest and all that. But water will help, obviously. So a lot of oil production, so as long as we can process all of it, we'll be golden. Do the thing. Even more capacity and production speed. And now we need another train for the oil. Or sorry, for the energy. So that's 576 schmeckles. Get that thing rolling. Production's pretty quick, especially if it gets catalyst ever. For now, all the water is being guzzled by these things, which is fine. I think we would want another water train, but it would probably clog it up a lot. Why are they doing this? You are fucking special. Reverse. You go this way when you do that, yeah. Now I could reverse him temporarily, but I'm just gonna go ahead and let him do the round so he clears up the garbage order. And we got some money, we could turn it back into the bank, it depends. Do we trust ourselves with producing this amount of energy so quickly? Or do we need to expand quickly? I think this is looking good. We've got loads of oil here. It's just getting it here physically is proving a bit of a challenge. We could also go with another station, which would kind of help. You could have set it up in such a manner that you have like multi-staged loading bay. I think this is not really optimized, but it works. Yeah, but we do want more oil here, I think. Even faster. So we might switch another engine to do something else. Give them a shortcut. And then this one will load it. This one goes this way. It's still not long enough. So we should be building a bigger loop over here. There you go. Now we need to also do it this way. We could cross it. Stations. And then have this train go here. It's not perfect, but will do. It's pretty messy actually. Hey myself. So what's the energy quota? Yeah, we need to manage that. Should we add another water train? I think we do. And we will upgrade this. As for the energy that's flowing, it is set in an alternative universe where Serbia focuses the industry on much more lucrative business, producing rails as opposed to bells, like I don't know. This is another planet. It's a dystopian universe in which humanity has gotten to another planet, and we are in. There's a company who runs this planet, so it's like a dystopian sci-fi, but we have trains, so that makes up for the fascism of the corporate fascism. It's fine. When you have a city, the people will start to tell you certain things. But it's Squiggler, explain the dystopia. Oh, it's because I built them, it's fine. You know, it's all about the terrain. Anyway, I haven't planned this too well, but it looked good at the first hand, but then when I increased the production, it became clogged up too much, so I added this, and now it's a bit of a mess. A lot of a mess. But it's what it is. I would like this to be stretched, but I can't physically do that. Would have to tap it all the way here. The oil power plant is gonna get some water finally, which is good. But on the one catalyst point. We did have 3 trains of water in total. Yeah. Still a lot of oil. So 6 minutes, we need to earn more energy. Upgrading this thing would be great, but it will take a long time. We'll see. Might have made some mistakes. Hopefully we win. It's all the export. We have enough. Is it the oil? Lack of oil, or is it the production speed? It's lack of oil. Could set up expanded loading bay. This would mean we need to tweak this station though. Delete this one. I think this is fine, and let's put this over here. And so we have a waiting bay, plus another station here could actually work. So we unload faster, but then also just going. That's the thing, we also need this to provide extra escape, I guess. We'll see. What is this? You could also go this way, I guess. Spaghetti. That's what this is. Anyway, keep the trains moving. Anytime they stop is bad. That was pretty bad. Also, this is completely full of catalysts, so we can't physically do that. I guess we could earn more money by trying to add a loop to the export dock from our water trains, and then they go here and then they come back. Just gonna make them go there. And that's it. So all the water trains will get rid of the excess water by selling it. Let me know. Okay. You do have some. Okay, we need 30 more energy. This is vital. I need to upgrade this. Let's do that. And then maybe add another train for oil. It's gonna be really heavy on traffic here, but let's try to see if this works. Just need to cram as much oil here as possible. Okay, okay. So if we did it right, we should see this train loading the water off and selling it when no one else wants catalyst. $25 in 2 minutes, that's a lot to ask for, but we did load up trains full of it, so there's a chance. We need more oil though. Pronto. Let's do an upgrade to this. Need to never run out of oil. It's gonna be pretty close. I think we are gonna miss it maybe. by a little bit, which is the worst. No oil. That is a little bit of oil. That's oil. Need the oil. Just need like 9 energy in a minute. It's unlikely. Yeah, just not getting it. There's another train full of oil waiting. I think we are gonna miss it by just a little bit, meaning we have to restart. We need 6 energy in 30 seconds though. There's train with 2, which is not enough. Yep, I think we lost by a very small margin. 1? Do I need 1 energy? I need it in 15 seconds. I don't think we win that. Oh, maybe. It's 10 seconds. I need 1. This is 2. 8 seconds. 7 seconds. Suffice to say, I didn't manage it stellarly well, but all of it just works. That's what matters. I'm gonna be right back. Hey, you're welcome. Sure, Steam, yes. I've been going for 2 minutes. Buzzer beat. Darkness is also yelling. He wants to go outside. Let's click the button. Yeah, so we go next here to this mission. Let's take a look at what it's about. Traditional wish list? Okay. It depends. Do you like trains and logistics? Then it might be your game. It is surprisingly interesting. I wasn't impressed at first. I think it grows on you a little bit, but yeah, it's unique enough so that it's maybe worth checking out. So go to City. City works a little bit differently than the dock. The dock is amazing because you always get reliable income from it. The city needs resources to grow, and when it suffices that need, then you will essentially just get half the money for the goods you give it. And usually there is no dock on the map when you have a city, therefore your income can be really bad if you don't manage it well. So it has like a timer, basically. Yeah, it gives workers. So you see, the current stage of the city is you need to grow it. You need to give it either water or salt or wire or steel. and that's gonna suffice its first level of growth, and it can stockpile up to 16 goods in it. And each time it grows, it consumes like 2 of these, I think. So after the stockpile, and it grows by 1, and then it keeps growing until it reaches this threshold. When it reaches this threshold, then it advances and it needs another kind of goods, and then at that point you need to also give it that other kind, otherwise these first will not get consumed, meaning you will lose money. So that's what you have to do. And so let's take a look at this the map. So we've got a bank, we've got a voucher exchange as usual. Let's click on this. We could get a warehouse or geothermal upgrade. I'll upgrade the geothermal. We got music tracks, by the way. I could use the vouchers to purchase music. If you want me to pick up some music, let me know. This is probably copyrighted, that's why it's not playing. Marshmallow Galaxy is... okay. Well, we could pick up some of these tracks if you want to, but I think I'm gonna leave it on the vanilla unless you tell me to. So we've got lots of water. We need water for the city to grow. We start with 11,000. So water is the first need, and then we will eventually need an objective. Yeah, we need to produce 40 energy. There's an oil power plant. You know, like the glowing light, but we don't need. Okay, was it one of the types? Glowing light? Glowing nights. Okay. Let's go to water springs. We'll need to set up something. There's 2 water pumps. That is oil well, that is the power plant. And then we'll need to bring it to the city, so that's the thing. We also have an oil well here, but oil is really not a huge deal. There's a lot of oil already around here. So first, let's plant the water, and we need to plant it in such a way. We need to bring a lot of it. Also, we could potentially want the water to be used for our oil, to boost it. So we could set it up in such a way that we bring it up and deliver it here and then bring it down. And it will stay in the engines a little bit, but that's really not a huge deal. So let's go ahead and set up a rail track here through this valley and here. Is that a yeah, that's an incline. We do not want any inclines if possible. Well, minimal as possible. Of course we will need to do them sometimes, but when we don't have to, we should not do it. So let's bring it from here into another loading bay over here. She'll then go like so, and then it will go up over here. Smaller, like I noticed, if the inclines are a little bit, yeah, like this, they're actually better to manage for the train, I think. But we'll see. So next up, we bring it around here. And here. And here to deliver to that oil well in the future. And here, and then go down, deliver to the city, and complete the track. Big stations. We'll want 4. We'll keep this on 2, I think, and we'll provide a branching path so that some of our trains can bypass that and go straight here. For more industry, and we add another station. This one's gonna be 4. And a station near the city, there we go. Let's pick up a train, put it on a path here, custom engine, give it 4, 5, another one. And this thing's gonna be going this way. Then we copy this thing, put it here, and this thing is gonna turn here and always pick up stuff here instead. Branching path, yeah. So let's see how this handles. Good. It handles it well. We need another station over here. Give it another train. Keep bringing it to the city. Banks can offer us money. Yes, we already did that in the last map. We don't want to deposit really, it's fine. So we built 2 of these things. We want a station here to accept the water. And then we bring oil from this. And we can just do it with one-way track, at least for now. We can then later also maybe bring it up on this hill. I really don't want to infringe on it. 40 energy. I think we might want another industry, that's the thing. We want another well here. It's kind of why I want to have it like so. Bring this to here. Rails don't cost upkeep, only stations do, so that's kind of why. Also, this thing, if we are to bypass this, we could. And just let some of the trains handle that. Now we need a train to carry this oil here. But we need stations for that. We could take loans. What's the current timer? Yeah. Let's take a loan. I know, it's fine. 4 here. Train, pick up oil. 4. Let's get a track. Now this is gonna be the tricky part. Connecting this to that is pretty much impossible. Let's see the station. We have to take a station piece here. Salvage this one. It's cursed, but it will work, and that's what matters. Because when it's empty, it can easily go up an incline like that. What we need is more trains, but also we are bringing oil, which is getting processed into energy, and we need to carry this energy to the city. That's our main task next, because otherwise this will overflow. And we don't want that, really. But our money is looking pretty awful. And borrowing more money wouldn't necessarily solve it right away. Might have to wait a little bit until we get more money. We could add another industry here actually, looking like this is a little bit light on water. And it's been growing, the city has been growing from the water we've been giving it. We also are giving catalyst to these, but yeah, energy is being piled up a lot here. So let's go ahead and borrow the money. We can't even do it. It depends on the local economy, what kind of loans you can get. So obviously that's not great for us. We barely have enough money to do anything. But yeah, that's actually really unfortunate because now it's gonna get clogged up and they will not accept any more freight there. We need to start bringing it to the city, but it's such an investment, I can't really handle it. Might have been a mistake. We should have kept this as one-way track, which we could still do. We could still salvage, but feels wrong to do that. Because you would optimally want to add more wagons, right? But we can't really do that. The water does not sell too well because it's transported over very vast distances. Something we'll have to restart this thing if you want to win. Well, it's producing 40 energy is not that much. It's just actually getting it to do that is going to be the major issue here. So I need to start bringing it out, otherwise it's going to get clogged up. It's going to accept some more oil, but next time it will only accept 2 wagons. It's going to be completely full. This thing could use another station. Need a loan. Let's build this track over here. Take it down. We just need like a small station to go with this. I really can't afford anything else, so even if I wanted a better one, I can't. Let's give it an engine and some wagons. We need money, so I'll have to wait. If we ever will get enough for this, it's a big question. I think I'm trapped, pretty much. We're getting some water now. We're just gonna do something, 3 trains of water. But we are also paying all that loan and upkeep, so... if that's actually gonna be enough, I don't know. Doesn't feel like it's really much. Especially when this is not giving me income anymore. What we can do is we can salvage this part of the track soon after the train passes. It's just not cannibalizing your assets like that is terrible. So obviously I don't like that. What we could do is we could accept a little bit of inefficiency here and cannibalize this track instead. I know the city is doing well, but that's not really gonna solve our financial issues. This thing is just dead weight. Okay, let's go ahead and destroy this track. We have to. We absolutely have to. There's nothing else to do. Let's hope that we can get enough to build an engine. Just gonna start bringing energy from here. And it's gonna restart this thing. You reverse. So now we should accept some more oil. Hopefully. There you go. It's gonna give us money. This should kickstart our economy. Bringing energy to the city. Of course, it's not sustainable. If we add in more than one train, it's gonna really suffer. And also this, can't really do much else with that. Now we need energy, and we are already doing that. So that's gonna allow it to grow even faster. Because now, you see, it's leveled up. So it not only demands water, but it also demands energy, and it consumes each when it grows. And when it reaches this, we will no longer be able to provide the next tier. So we will be capped severely. This is kind of where the game gets a little bit hard, you could say. There's a lot of oil still. Been clogging this up, so just leave this one doing it. It's doing it pretty quick. Just if anything, we'll probably struggle on that energy, because it's always gonna clog up. Upgrading this, probably good. We just need to produce it, we don't need to deliver it, so as long as we do that within 10 minutes we win. Because if I want to add another train to this, that's gonna be pretty hard, because I would have to basically double the length of this track. And that's very pricey. But I wouldn't say impossible, it's doable, for sure. Depends what we want to invest into, because our income is pretty low. So we need to really think about what we do. No catalyst needed there. More bars of energy being brought. So as long as we keep bringing it out, this should keep producing. Give it some water. How about the city? Does it have water? It has lots of water, yes. It needs energy to grow faster. More oil, that is full energy here, so we're just waiting on this little train. It's one of the issues. I could make it larger. It only goes downhill, so getting it more wagons is actually not a bad idea. It's just the problem is this factory will never really have 6. This needs to get upgraded to have that capacity. So that's what I would do next, is upgrade this. And then properly work on this to be able to add another train to this. To time it correctly, an alternate track in the middle is enough. Is it? You mean this? Possibly. It's not used like too much, but I don't feel confident doing that. Maybe that's the play, but I'm not like an engineer, you know, for the electricity. Right, but we would have to then bring it out somehow back, and that's actually a problem here. Another station would cost upkeep, so we would want to use the same one. I guess we would want to cut it, add another tile there, and kind of loop it back this way. So it needs to use the same thing. Maybe. Because there are significant delays, you are right in that. When these are here, a lot of times there is a lot of downtime. But I think this is fine. We probably win. Left track for the oil power plant. This? I mean, yeah, you would not have this, and you would instead use the energy to bring it through this track, bring it to the city and back. You know, but this poses another issue, so I think this is better for us right now. But what I could do is just somehow shorten this, bring this back, double it up, and make it a loop. Should kind of work. But I think instead what we'll do is we'll invest into this, so we can manufacture and hold more energy, and then we need to bring more oil to that. We only need to produce the energy, we don't need to deliver it. So it's gonna be, how much more oil is that? It's 2 oil per 1 energy produced. I think we want to definitely do the thing I said, where we boost this. We could even make this train larger to boost the efficiency of it. Instead of doubling down the track, it might actually work better. We could even give it a second engine if it gets too slow. And I've been using the good engines as well, which is something we could instead use the regular. These are robotic birds, I think. Or supposed to be, because the fauna on this planet is all robotic. Okay, let's give it 2 more wagons, give it another engine. Then we'll upgrade this. How's the city? It needs electricity, right? So our water is paying less. You see where we get, when it's over capacity, we get less health, which is pretty terrible. It, like, barely pays for itself. More oil. We need to produce 9 energy. I think that's reasonable, as long as the train keeps coming back. Getting the energy. That's good because then we get paid a little more for the water. Because it's not capped. Need 3 more? We should be able to do that. 3 more is actually what we carry on this train, I think, right? Yeah. So probably win without too many issues. Stretch 10. We've got a bypass, so you can jump ahead in the missions. If you can't beat something, you can just do that. But yeah, so I think what we do is there is a bonus mission, so we want to beat that, and then you'll probably want to come down here. So let's go ahead and play this. Don't really remember this one. Power supply and demand. So what is this? Delivered to the city, 256 energy. Okay, so we got loads of water. Oh, this one is tough. I remember this one is tough. Lots of oil, but it's kind of high, and also we need to build our own refinery. And we need water to bring to the city because that's the only level 1 good we can have. And also this is large enough so that it already demands energy at the start of the game. What we can do is, let's go ahead into voucher exchange, and I think we've gotten geothermal upgrade already. So let's take a look at it. Industry, we've got geothermal. It costs 4,000 to set up. but it produces fresh energy without need of processing. Just the problem with that is it's of course on the other side of the map, so that's not great. But I think it will do. We'll have to fiddle around with the rail track here. It's gonna be really awkward, but eventually we should find something that's gonna be really good, and this will provide us with consistent income. So let's go ahead and get it. And we want to do it in such a way that this is gonna be the way back. So let's go ahead and just do it like this, and then we need to go up. So what I might actually do is build that there, and then we want to do, let's see how big this is. F, F, F. There you go. And so we come over here. Straight across the desert. There's also this oil here. So if we go over the oil, that's gonna allow us to set up a station in the future over that. And we could do a big loop, or we could do a smaller loop. I think bigger loop is probably better for us. Let's do it this way, bring it back to here. And bring it back all the way here. Connect that. Set up stations. It's gonna be 4 there and 4 in the city. Let's set it up over here, and we might actually want additional tracks. Go like this. We could do 2 and 2. She'll do fine. And so we want to bring it water as well. We could just tap this rail network from down here. It's just gonna be a bit awkward. But we do absolutely need this water, so it's not really negotiable. And it will allow us to also provide it as a thing. Let's see, so this thing can be up. No, let's reduce that, actually. Can you not be like that? There you go. That's still pretty terrible. I was hoping we could make a big one here. Okay, so this is the maximum size we can have it. I think we do want to make it into a loop, though. Boy, not like that. And then come down again. So this thing, if we go this way, only leads there. That's not actually as we want that. No, actually, it is. It is fine. Okay, so we need a station. Tapping all 3 of these. 4. Perhaps 5. We really want fewer trains, but, you know. Thanks. Let's give it custom engine. Let's give it water. We could do like double train sort of by carrying all sorts of things, but I don't think that's a really good way to go about it. Let's do 5. And we need second engine. So it's our first train, and then let's get a train here, which is gonna be train and 5 for that. I want to upgrade this thing. So that's gonna generate energy for us. And we have water. So we should also get another train with water. And we should check how they operate, and I think that's right. That's how we want them. This is also accepting water as catalyst, so that's gonna help us to get some extra money quickly, because we can sell it to it pretty much constantly. That helps. Let's check the pumps. We need another train. Let's do it. And then new energy train, probably. So I believe that we will want another. And we should probably set it up so that it is... You know, water trains should probably go this way. And use that other loading bay. And leave that one for the energy. So we need to produce energy for the city, that's right. We could improve this further, it is something we could do. Might actually make sense, let's do it. And then we need a train, so... I'll wait a little bit. Banks can lend me money, I know, but... I don't like doing that, really. Clone this train. Give it here. Give it another station for loading. And then this, make sure the energy trains don't have to turn. Mess that one up. We got another. Make sure it does not do that. And we can stockpile up to 12 now in here, which is great. We should be able to easily see if we need more. What we need to do next is we need to set up oil processing. We could build a power plant at our leisure, so that's not a big deal. What we need is, yeah, these will have to have in places. Where's the, didn't we build over the field? Yeah, we did. So let's build here. We need to borrow money for this, but this is vital. We need to do this to win the map, so... Let's get an oil well, 2 oil wells, let's get industry, that's gonna be oil power plant. Let's build that thing here. Two, three, four. We want to do it quickly. Yep, another borrow if we can even. We can. Workers. And let's put down a train. This path, which is gonna do crude oil. 4. And energy? No, oil. For oil. Let's do it. Also, we should do a turn. Is this gonna work? I don't really know. I think that's a bust. It's a mess. I cannot pause the game, so we need to kind of do things on the fly here. Also, our money is looking pretty terrible. It's all the interest. I want to do another train. So now we need to also carry energy from this thing. And yeah, that's pretty terrible. So where's the oil train? The oil train needs to not turn over here. What I want to do is just make it a smaller enclosed loop, basically. Or ability to do that for trains here. Which means I might have to widen this gap. We just need another energy train, I think, because we are sitting on energy. they are rather pricey. Yeah, this is causing issues. We need to do a bypass. This needs another station as well. Do it faster. So how about water? Water is actually limited, so we are now having too much energy. But now there's water, and there's energy coming. Selling it under price a little bit there was pretty bad. What is the second train? More energy, okay. Need more water if anything. I think this was a mistake. This industry was a bit of a mistake. I should have planned it better, but we didn't have the currency for it. I should have waited a little longer. Get some money. I mean, we are still delivering, and pretty quickly. It's just not quite fast enough, I feel like. So when we leave this, we wanted to be able to go here and around and back and then back. Now it's a mess, so we need to make sure our trains don't use that bypass. Where is the oil train? There you go. So this thing is gonna go in here, and then it's gonna turn, and it's gonna turn, and it's gonna turn here, and it's gonna turn back. And it will turn over here, and it's gonna go there. There you go. So now it's on an enclosed loop, and it's gonna constantly deliver oil to this. And we also need a train, which is gonna specifically be for this area, for carrying energy from this elsewhere. I could just add another energy train, but I think enclosed loop one would probably be better. Labor unrest. Maybe. Is that a thing? I don't know. I think it's just the issues we have with the money. So where is the oil train? Is it coming? Yeah, it's coming. Could easily copy that one, I guess. It was a thing. Okay. I don't know why and how. I know that this has population, but like I can't really like employ them. I can only have 4 workers here. Yeah. It's fine. I'm bringing more oil. It doesn't accept more oil because it needs energy to be taken away. We need a water train. We need so many things. I just don't have the currency for it. This is a problem. We are actually losing money. I think this is a restart. Very likely. We could also try... I think I beat this with just the oil and ignoring the geothermal. You can do that. But it's very far away. So anytime a train goes here, it always loads fully on energy, so there's no energy train left to get this stuff away. I almost have actually enough. Build a train, cheap one. Oh boy, no. Give it energy wagons. And this thing's gonna go here, and then it's gonna turn this way. Okay, no, you are not supposed to go there. You are going this way. And then you come back and you go back into the loop. Yeah. I guess. I would like to give it another energy bar, but we might have to give it another engine actually. This thing's gonna struggle to carry this load maybe. It's gonna slow everyone down, which is even more terrible. I think this is the final nail in the coffin of this city. It finally accepted some more oil. We are still doing it, like, you know, we still have some time. It's within reason to suspect that we might be able to do it. It's just this train is terrible. It's just so slow. Might have to give it like 2 wagons or something. I would like this thing to have a completely different engine. Horrible inefficiency. We've got a little bit of money. I think the water is the big deal here. Just can't get enough of it, yeah. It's never enough water. We just need a train. I just don't have the money for it. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? What is that? This is... Okay, that's not good. Let's do that instead. See about this. You do that. There you go. So you come back. What? No, 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 no. What is this? What is this? No. You are special. Why is it like this? Go this way. That thing goes straight, yes. And this thing goes this way. There you go. I think this is right. Slowed us down so much. This thing, yeah, when it's loaded up, it's ridiculously slow. It's causing problems for the whole thing. Labor unrest. Oh yeah, but that's not really a thing. I think it's just that's just what the people say, but they don't actually do anything. This is like the people say random things. It's if you look at it, it's a lot of times it will be like corporate propaganda or whatever. That's what it's supposed to reflect, I think. It's the energy train. Let's configure that. Give it a better engine. There you go. Just got enough money to do this. It's important. Also, upgrading this thing would be vital, but I can't physically do that. Just load up. We would need another of the water trains. That would actually be really good for us. But it's really expensive. I don't think I can do that. So I think we'll lose this one and we'll deserve it because I mismanaged it at the start. It's like I'm still losing money, sort of. Well, making just a small, tiny little profit, which is not really enough. to oil, right? Water is in high demand here. We've got a little bit of money, but it's not really enough for anything. We really need some water. Can you say station not to accept water? I can, I think. But that's not really a big deal. We want to boost the industry, I think. But no, actually, I could. Yeah, I could tell an individual train, like this. Where is it? This is a water train, right? So I could tell it like this is a station, and I could say, wait until empty. No wait. But yeah, I can't actually tell it to not unload. So unfortunately, no. But it's not like it matters super much. I think we do want to boost the industry with the catalyst. Because we get money for it, it's good. It's just I need more, is what we need. So another train for water would be nice. But that's 1,000 just in engine costs, so we need like 1,100 credits. That's 2 minutes left. We are definitely losing this. But it was not terrible attempt. Like we ended up relatively close. So like with some optimization, surely we can beat this. Hey, can currency in this game is yuan? I don't know. This is the corporation supposed to be something Asian? It's Nakotame Chemicals Corporation that owns this planet, apparently. So to me, that sounds sort of like relative to from the Aliens universe, and that's what I find cool. But it is, of course, like I mentioned, a bit dystopian, where a corporation owns an entire world. But yeah, like if you listen to what people say in the city, a lot of times it's gonna be pretty terrible. Education is for the earthly. It gets worse. There's a minute left. We will not be able to get the energy in time. So I'll have to restart. Yeah. See those comments. No. Let's go reset region. There you go. So, we've got some knowledge from that, hopefully. Sure. What is that? You can speak squiggles. That's, I'm sorry, I don't speak squiggles. Geothermal. Do we go with the geothermal or no? I feel like it's very expensive, so might not actually be worth it. Because we actually get more money by processing the oil for all the different things. So I think the geothermal is a bit of a trap. Speak so many languages through my Google Translator. Yeah. Sounds about right. I think this time we try something different. We try to go with oil industry instead. So let's see. So let's set up some oil wells here. Preferably, we might actually go this way instead. Yeah. Okay, so let's set up this. So oil wells as close to each other as possible. Three will do. Let's build an industry, which is gonna be oil power plant. We build this thing here. We want 2 of these things, really. And then we want some water pumps. Let's get 3. And start getting tracks. How large can we get this? This way, and then we want to raise this. Boy, we really can't. That's actually pretty bad for me. Well, we can still salvage for free, basically. Oh well. I was thinking maybe we will be able to just do that, but no. So let's bring it here. That's fine. And these, is it the same height? It is. It would need to be higher, but we can't. Okay, so we can bring it through the middle. We can cut straight through the city, that's fine. Industry, oil, power plant. And we want to hug this like so. So, as for the stations, well, we still need to loop this. So let's go ahead and loop it. This needs to go up a little bit, but that's fine. Well, it actually didn't have to go up at all. Okay, let's bring this here and loop. And we want to make 2 stations for our trains. Turn here, go straight. Stations. Now with this is the same stuff we need, so let's just make a station over here. And then we also need to make a loop possible around here. Need a station. And we need a station here. This is the main thing that's gonna bother me here. What we could do is just make sure that we have this and just have this as a bypass, essentially. It will take fiddling around with this, but we should be able to make this work. Let's salvage this. What's the money? 9,000. There you go. So with this thing, we also would want to bring it back relatively quickly. So then from here, should be able to just traverse all the way there. This is a mess, but it will work, hopefully. So, station. You want this to have 4 because that's gonna be the main loading for the water. This will have 2. We probably want 4 here as well. And 4 here as well. Now let's start doing some trains. This is gonna be ridiculous. Setting this up will be ridiculous. So let's go ahead and set up a train. First, let's get water. 4. We might not even need... Yeah. If we have this, there is no hills. It's all completely flat. So we don't need any sort of powerful engines for this. Making trains cheap is great. And we need to ensure that this thing travels reasonably. So let's go this way. And it's going, yeah, it's going the right way. So next up, let's set up a train for, well, let's copy this. Make some more water. And then let's make a train for oil. And this thing, let's say it goes this way and this way. And we use this, let's see. This track needs to loop like that. You need to go this way and this way. And we loop in here, and then you get brought back. Is that real? Yeah, okay. And then you go back this way, and that brings you back. Does it? Does this? No, this enclosed loop. You need to... Okay, this is the traveling that way, right? So we want to keep that as a direction. So I need to figure this out. So we want this to flip, essentially. So if you reverse it, can you reverse? Okay, and now we set this up in such a way that it goes this way. We unload, we go unload, we come back to here and then back here and then straight from there. Looks pretty bad, but it's actually how it should be, I think. Why do you want to go through here twice? I don't really get that. There. Probably there. You might have already figured it out, but I'm not like the greatest trained person, and these things, I'm just getting a bit lost in this, okay? So, we can't use this bypass, can we? I don't think we can, no. It at least rotates there. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm not gonna question it, it's fine. We need energy train. So the energy train can actually load from over here as well. But it goes this way. So let's set a train, give it 4 energy bars. And this thing, reverse it. Needs to go this way. And it's gonna bring it to the city and back. You can also shorten the travel distance by using these. Which is a little bit of a hassle. And then we... Yeah, actually, it's not. That's not really worth it. We just turn back on those. So let's see, what do we need the most? There's oil to be had. This is the oil train. Clone it. More water. I spent so much time fiddling around with this mess. They're gonna really struggle with this now. Let's get more oil. It's a mess for now. What about the energy train? You should go here each time. Clone it. So the city has a lot of water, it needs more energy, which we've built, so hopefully that's gonna make a difference. This needs water, it needs... I should actually build... Oh, that's the thing, I wanted the water to actually go this way. Okay, let's set this train to go through here. And then it comes back through... No. It needs to go do the whole thing. The whole thing, and it needs to come back. So this is... This is such a mess. I don't remember what I did and what's supposed to be which traveling direction. Okay, I'm just restarting. It's mess. I don't remember anything. Yeah, this is complete and utter mess. We need to make it more streamlined, but the moment you add like 3 different things on the same track, it turns into such a mess. But we need this. This was a good setup, I think. It's just a bit hard to make it work. For me, because I'm not a trained person, I don't know. So these things are very strange to me. Let's make the water. Track. Just as simple as possible. If we don't, what is this height? Yeah, it's actually perfect. So we should let this plateau be a thing. Set up some oil wells. The best we can do is just start with the water and see how, like, make it simple. So let's loop this back around. I don't think we need more of this, at least not for now. So that's gonna be like that. Plus, if we want oil, we could either bring it through, or we could make this just offer an option for the trains to come through, which I think is what we want to do here. But then again, the oil needs to be brought to refineries, so not sure about that. This seems like it's the correct height level. Well, this is where the trains come from. But it could be the hugging one, that's fine, because the stations can have reach of 1, which is fine. So this thing needs to do a turn around here. And we bring this back. So simple things for now. Water, and we need to stop by refineries and such. This can... The problem is now this could also use water, so like having the stops does not necessarily work as I would want. So that's my mistake there. It's just... need to reset it again. Everything needs to go through the same spot and just make it basically a moving conveyor belt. I think simpler it gets, the better, because the specific stops only works when you don't need to bring water to all the different places. Unfortunately, we do want to catalyst up basically everything, so I think we do want this basically everywhere. So how far can we bring that? Let's put it here. Give it as high of a thing as possible. That will do. And then we bring it through the oil field. So let's go ahead and build the oil field. How do we want to build this thing? We want 3 at once. So that. Which then means I would have to build it like this. That's fine. Bring it through the middle, essentially here. All the way to the city, and then this is gonna be the way we go, and this is gonna be the way back, so this is perfect. Let's bring this way, and here, and then loop. And then we keep some space, but keep it relatively close to each other, so we can fiddle around with this later, if need be. And we bring this down, and we loop it. And this will work. It just, everything will be on the, it's a sushi belt, the train track, basically. But, yeah, I don't think I can really do better than that. I could set up specific stops for specific things, but that wouldn't necessarily work too well. Yeah. Let's build industry as well. We need to build oil power plant. We need 2 of these things. And we want to build them adjacent to this. Now we need stations. 2 here. And we could build that track. For this, which is gonna offer extra stations for some stuff. That's for oil, this is for water. This will just offer 4 for water. And we should offer unloading space over here, and then loading bay. Over here we could have more loading bays. There's oil here, I want to build on that, so 1 is gonna have to do. And then the city, we need to get an unloading bay. And then also okay, let's salvage this. Make that a little bit wider loop. So we can turn back, and then this thing is... oh boy, what have I done? Stop. There you go. Station. Give it some unloading space. Okay. If you are writing Japanese, do not forget me, who has a combined 3.5 million channel points in a Japanese DJ's chat. I mean, if of all the people, you should be able to want to tell us something, but it has still nothing to do with Japan. I'm just making a sushi train. Let's do, I think 3. Because I noticed this slowdown. What's the top speed? 5.4? Yeah, this would slow it down a lot. So either we do 5 and we accept the fact we do 2 engines, or we do smaller trains. And I think we do smaller trains instead. So let's build that. And this thing is gonna load up. No, okay. We need to reverse this. I already made a mistake. Reverse. Okay, and we go this way. And you keep heading this way, and yeah, that way, and the main bay. Now we need another train for oil. And you head this way. Okay, you ignored me completely, that's fine. They'll solve that later. We also need to turn around points. But these will not work. I think we need to... This is the messy part. I hate the mess. I hate it. You will use that station. And we use the train for energy. You also use the station. We could use shortcuts. It's gonna be messy if I use shortcuts, but I believe we want them. Because they can be powerful. Got hiccups. So terrible. That's a turn. And if we want to turn here, we need to salvage this. And so the water is fine. Where's the oil? Yeah, so the oil will take this to come back. Yep. And energy will take this. There you go. Now we need to just increase the amount of trains we've got. So this thing, put it on the line. This thing, put it on the line. This thing, make another. Energy train, make another. Now we just need to observe, make sure we have enough production everywhere. Let's make another water pump. We should make another train for water. Another train for oil. Make another oil well. Struggling to bring anything to the city. We've brought a little bit of energy, but yeah, it's gonna start to work better. For now, we are still supplying the catalysts to most of our structures, so it's pretty terrible. Need to increase the water trains. Oil trains could have a shortcut. Oil trains could have a shortcut. Where are the oil trains? You go. Why do you go this way though? Oh, it's because this is cursed. It's because that's cursed. Well, need to bring it so that it can allow for doing something like this. Still not good enough, so let's demolish that. Really not? How about demolishing one? There you go. So, where is the oil train? Oil train, you take this route and now you are shorter, yes. Where is the other oil train? Do the same thing. Do we have another oil train? No. We should make another. Not sure if we have more. Yeah, another. So that's 4. We should have enough to really keep doing that. And energy. We also need more energy. Energy train. Put it up. So this is gonna be a mess, but we are getting as much as possible on the line. Let's get another water train. At least we should be making money. Yeah, we didn't take any loans, so that's good. Put more water into the system. This does not actually have an access, does it? Let's put it on another station. Can't. Don't have the money. That's right. There you go. Should we add another oil train next? It's a slow down area, which is not great. Bring some energy, bring some water. This can't go this way, which is a bit unfortunate. How about we add this turn later, but then it would kinda... Yeah, that wouldn't be great. Want more oil. But it's getting clogged up pretty hard. At least we are making money. There's a lot of oil to transport, it's just about making a mess out of this general area is of course not ideal. Let's give it a new loading bay. That's gonna make it faster. Still okay. We need to put this more forward, I think. Because when the trains wait, yeah, they clogged up the waiting bay. Now they don't do that. This is a mess. Such a mess. It's gonna get unclogged now, but this is not ideal. Too many trains. Selling more catalyst. Mine is fine. Not great, but fine. Sell them all the things. What's the energy? We don't have any bars here. Got 11 minutes to sell this much energy. That's really unrealistic. What I can do is we can take a loan and build this geothermal and add just a bunch of energy trains to the network, but it's already a mess. Oil trains not cross the left main track. It would be better. The oil trains? Left main track. This? But they need to. I could make a different loop for them. That's the best I can do, but like... that's still pretty terrible. Let's see. We need to make a bypass for them, because they are a priority. We need to have a lot of that throughput. So the best thing I can do is make them just traverse like this, but it's still gonna make a mess. There is no world in which it's not gonna be messy, so... I guess we put them like that and then make the oil trains use this. This, yeah. Is this an energy train? Yeah. Almost as bad as Japan? What? Maybe put a bypass for water, so water doesn't clog up the area with oil around the plant. Right. I think that's generally fine. What's not fine is this. The waiting queue is still terrible. So, what I might actually do, like, yeah, you might be right, for water, like, put it here. But it's another station, but at the same time, it's better than this, so... How about we elect not to do the worst thing in the world? I'm sorry, I'm really bad with trains. Have I explained this before? Me and Trace, we have history. I'm not good with them. So if you see anything cursed, know that this is exactly as it should be. It is natural to suck at this game. Let's put this in. I don't know, maybe I'm retarded. Just do really weird things. If the oil is loaded into the electric, they're passing the main track in the right, so it doesn't cross. I'm sorry, but it's really hard to understand what you're explaining, so just accept the fact I'm not gonna be doing that. Hey Cloud, welcome. I think it's better now. Especially once the water starts to actually take correct path. There you go. We are so behind. This is incredible. Okay, we need to start doing the thing which we did for the first time, which was set up the geothermal plant. That's pretty much the only way I'm gonna be able to ever do this. This is probably one of the least efficient networks I've ever built, and I thought like, oh, I'm building something that's gonna be well designed. No, it's actually like the worst. It's much better if it's a mess, but it actually delivers things. This is elaborate, but it doesn't actually do the job. All electricity load, unload at the same station. I know. And how else are they gonna unload? Not sure. I could maybe add something here, but that's a bit ridiculous. It's just, you know, the fundamental problem is just this. Also, I think this is fine. Just larger station would have been better here as well. Obviously, I think we can do better if we restart. Just the fundamental understanding of the game is a bit of a problem for me, clearly. This is not enough. Use the old water station. What? I don't have an old water station, do I? What's this? For electricity? I guess we could do that. Yeah, but where's the electricity train? I've got like 2 or something. This is like post-mortem though. We are not bidding this. We are not bidding this thing, okay? Just trying to see out of morbid curiosity if we've done many things wrong. Yeah, it's energy. Let's do that. So like this could have helped a little bit, right? But 52 out of 56 is ridiculous considering we have very little time left. I feel like the game gets ahead of me super quick, especially once I start and like I don't have everything set up and I just keep fiddling around with garbage and then like, oh yeah, my time just died because I was fiddling around with garbage. So like it's much better if you set up something simpler, but it actually works. Money was not a problem this game though. We didn't ever take loans. So I couldn't even expand ever because my mind was 100% occupied by this mess. Whenever the oil track goes, the electric goes back to the loop, the oil production, they have a connection to the main track. With this, it slows down water and electric. Do they? I mean here? I don't think this is a problem. You mean this? But they need to do that. How do they otherwise return? It's a bit ridiculous. What? You do you? It doesn't look terrible. That's just, you know, depends. Would you wear that? I would probably not wear that outside, but it's fine. So 4 minutes for this, that's not realistic. Let's try to set up the different way. Let's try to use the geothermal again this time. Just need to be more careful about these things. Yes, it is level up, great. But when that happens, you see now they want furniture or appliances or glass, and we cannot make any of it. Meaning we will always receive half price after they fill up the demand. Because they will not consume these things anymore. They would need this. It is hard to explain, yes. It's sorry, but part of me is me being bad, but part of it is also backseating on stream is I don't know what you mean, and I cannot figure it out from your writing, so just accept it. That's all I can tell you. So yeah. That's what always happens. You only can get half your money anymore. Now it's much more efficient than it was, but it's nowhere near what it would need to be to actually beat this thing. So yeah. Could have used another electricity train, actually. This one should get another station, but we are already dying, losing, so it's not like it matters. But look at the bright side, we had lots of money, just didn't really get enough oil. I think I need dedicated tracks a lot of the time, even though it wants water and it's tempting to make it one sprawling network. That just doesn't work because it's just not worth it. It's not worth the mess. It's much better if you just dedicate it. Even though that's gonna mean that we can't get water to catalyst this or this easily. But I can do it with a dedicated track, and it's gonna be a lot more expensive, but it's gonna make the whole network more efficient if they don't have to share. That's the unfortunate reality of it. It's just going with something like this just doesn't work. Because while it's sort of realistic that you would use your rail track for like multiple kinds of goods, in most games I ever played that have trains, it's the case where the game really wants you to use separated tracks for separate things, and it really doesn't like it when you share things. So I guess we have to do that. So let's go ahead and start. I don't think geothermal is great, it's just very far away, which is also really expensive, so that's kind of why it's terrible. I need to think about it. It doesn't matter with the distance, where do we deliver? So I'm actually thinking, like, could we cheese this and sort of just keep pumping the oil into the refinery like super quickly? If we just make one over here. Let's give it oil well. Like these two. Because distance doesn't pay more. In Transport Tycoon, for example, the longer the distance, the more you get paid for that shipment. In here, it's static amount of money, so very close tracks actually are the best, because you pay the least amount for it. We want 4... yeah. Let's do a station here. And so this will generate money. Before we start, when I place my first train, the game is gonna start, so we need to be careful. So that's the refinery setup, sort of. We still don't have a way to bring electricity to the city, but that's fine. So what we want to do is we want water over here. Yeah, it's the same height. So yeah, how do we want this? We want this to go like that. And this is the one from the water plant. So yes, that's actually good. And let's bring it here and then make sure we rotate. Bring this back. Leave enough space for any sort of shenanigans with the track, and we need water, so let's go ahead and set that up. And just do this. We could use several loading bays, maybe. For the water. I don't think it's really necessary, but it could be good. Let's do that and then bring out a separate track. Just gonna go like this and connect back to it. And it's gonna have a station. Actually middle, right there. So how many do we want? I guess 2 and 2, just to allow 2 separate trains to load. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 would be there. Okay. Need to do this. This is gonna only access some of the water, but that's fine. We need this one though, because that taps this one, that's crucial. So that's water. Now we set up this. Let's get... So the water is gonna be its own thing and it's gonna continuously go to the city. We want to do 2 stations for it, just to make sure we can offload it quick. Oh boy. Let's build it. It's a sunk again, so that's not great. Let's connect that. Stations, we can do 2, that's fine. So it's water. Water will also unload over here if necessary. We could use this for the oil from here later. For now, I think we want water in here. So that's some of this done. We also need to load energy and bring it, so that's another thing we will need, and we have the money for it. Could make this happen. So it loads here. Water is loaded on the main then. Electricity goes up, goes back. Okay. Let's get a train. We want to make bigger trains this time, I think. Because the smaller ones didn't really work last time. 6, 2 engines. There you go. This thing loads here. Clone this one. This thing goes here. Even though that is a bit ridiculous. Let's, yeah, add some stations to it so it's in front, so it doesn't block the path. Another train. Make this one load. We can do 3 and we can just do more trains. Some tequila as well. Okay, we need electricity train. Also, with the water train. Yeah, let's keep it from bring it from the middle. And then we need electricity train, so let's go ahead and add this. Why does it want to do that? No, you're not supposed to be going this way. Are you? That's the other way around. No. Reverse. 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 At least there is no other trains here, so... Yeah, now it will work properly. It is just not great. Okay, so this thing... How do you travel? You can go... this way. We accept oil, we need electricity train, so we need to put it here. Six, there we go. And this thing will loop back in here. There we go. We need to upgrade this thing and build another plant, maybe even. That's a lot of electricity going out. Could add more loading base to that if this oil is enough. Let it load slower with that one. On the train. This thing's gonna go this way. We can do 2-2 for now. That will do. And we absolutely need another energy train. Oh, money. Yeah, that's right. Still feels terrible. Need a loan, yeah. Need to copy this train. Make sure that the electricity doesn't back up. As for the water, we probably need more water. Well, that is actually a lot. Did it receive some electricity? Okay, the electricity trains need to use that loading bay. So they don't clog it up. These are fine, just keep it stacked. We probably want to increase the amount of trains here and then use even more of this. Also a water train would probably be good. Another one. Let me check out roller coaster. It is. This needs one more station to be peak efficiency. This takes forever to load, but that's fine. Another train. This thing loads here. Should upgrade this when we get the money. We could give it water, but that's such a hassle that it's probably not worth doing. Make some good dosh. Let's upgrade this one. Did we upgrade this? Yeah, we did. We just need oil now. Boy, this is getting really clogged up. What is this? It's 3, right? That should load at once. But it's still struggling to load them quickly enough. That's probably fine. Could just bring more to the system, right? It's struggling to keep up production. When the electricity trains come back, they merge onto the track before they go to their station. That's kind of unneeded. Electricity train. This? That's needed, otherwise they would go all the way here. Otherwise, I don't know what you mean, really. I think this is as simple as it gets, really. But we are, again, losing this. I think we need to do the geothermal, because this is just not working. I don't know why I'm so bad at this. But I am. Also, this oil efficiency is terrible. We need more oil, but getting more out of this is a problem. I wish we could do better height, so we can overlook it and just kind of build more multiple loading bays and such. I can't do it here because of this. Well, I could have if I wasn't building it like I did. It doesn't change the fact it's terrible. They could go directly go to the station instead of going onto the main track. They can block water trains going through there. I don't know what you mean. To me, this looks as simple as it gets. They could go directly to the station instead of to go onto the main track. This? Like from here? You mean this turn? I guess. If that's something we can even do, I don't know. That seems like this. Well, this will not work. That's allowing them to go like here. No, I don't think that's. I would have to widen this to make that happen. But we are focusing on like complete garbage. While the other things, more important things that, like the fact that this is going absolutely terribly, is actually getting neglected. This will work. Now we need to salvage this. You do that. You do that. But now they clog up this, you know? It's the other part. It's like, you are never right. It's just always gonna be fucked up when you share a track like this. Because now if there is another energy train coming, it's gonna stand here blocking all the water trains from coming back. So that just introduces another problem which we didn't have to even have. So, yeah. Is this better problem than this? I don't know. You would need proper loading bays instead of this, I think. It's 10 minutes, 11 minutes left, but we only have 66 energy delivered. That's really not good enough. And yeah, we needed that water train. We actually might need another one because water is constantly low in the city. Easy way to set this up to boost this, by the way, would be to bring this like so. And then have one of the trains do this. And stop by to boost these. I don't have the money. But that will do. Just need more water trains like it and it's gonna be fine. Oh boy, what is happening here? Water train, okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna alternate some of them. This one could have done the other thing. Increase the loading speed here. It's causing problems. Could have switched this one as well. But it's gonna be a mess. Yes, this train, we want to copy this one later. This is gonna boost the oil. Unfortunately, we leveled up the city already, so it's not like that really matters, because we will get paid a lot less now for all the things. Because they demand things we cannot provide them. Could actually do something over here. It's gonna be a bit expensive, but no, it's fine. You could add more wagons to this by doing this and that. Now I just need to do it for every single train. Might not necessarily help. We'll see. Need to get a station here, so it doesn't block too much. And then we need another water train, which is gonna deposit to those rigs. And we also should probably set these. Well, they will not always be empty when they do that, so I guess just let them turn around when they can. Wish we could do another station around here. Just for electricity, but this would not reach the city, I don't think. Also, it's horribly cursed. What if I add a station? Will it reach? No, of course not. So this thing is not really good. We would have to go around, which we could do. It's an option. Or like bring it this way. And then go over and down. Do a station. 5, and let's check electricity trains. Should go this way. It's gonna sort of boost its efficiency. We should also do another electricity train, I think. Should make sure that this is boosted, so any sort of money. We still have no time. So this won't really do, but oh well. Try our best. Well, our best. This is still cursed. I did manage to beat this when I played myself, by the way. But I did use the geothermal, so I suppose that's kind of the key here. You really do want to use the geothermal, I think. Water drains are coming empty because, yeah, they boost this, I guess. Also, water might actually be low. Haven't considered that. It is. We could get an industry, which just should access that pump. As long as you get some money. But 5 minutes is not enough time to fill this quest. I'm just building for building's sake now. 24. There was no water to pick up. Yeah. Need to boost that. I think this was good. We should have done that sooner. That would have helped a little bit. But the key issue here is I think the oil inefficiency was kind of killing me here. But alternating some trains to do that is probably good. Just the problem is when they get emptied and they clog up this part, there's no condition, like you can't tell them to, if empty, go this way instead. You can't do that. Which would normally be what you would do, I think. To not clog up this area, but with this bypass, we learned something. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like an idiot though. Also, we are aiming for the gold star, so like obviously I'm putting a lot on myself to beat this in such a way, but I want all the vouchers, right? So we should do that. But yeah, at the end, it was pretty efficient actually. No, apart from the lack of resources, obviously, but there's a lot of energy coming. Water is the issue. I think money, we should improve some of these pumps. It's kind of the deal. Just don't have the schmeckles. Almost there. I wish I wasn't terrible at this game, so I can properly show it to you, but as you might have gathered, I'm pretty terrible at managing trains. Could expand the stations to do this faster. if that's a concern. It's really not a big deal. It's an empty train. Would like to upgrade this, I think. But we would need to give it even more oil. Which apparently is a lot to ask. But we were like 200 energy with this setup. Maybe something like 200. We have a minute and a half. Clearly not good enough. I think oil is fine, but could be much better, especially if we improve it. I think going with double production here is essential, which we haven't done. Having 2 power plants side by side, tapping from the same station is vital. It really helps a lot. But you can't build rails over this. Can you build over this section? You can build over the middle of it, which helps a lot. I think I should have done that. So that's something we can do. Put some extra stuff in there from these, perhaps. It will be expensive, but even if you have to take out some debt, it will be the way to go. The water trains often come in empty-handed because they sold all the things. Want something more? Yeah, that's something important actually, I think. So yeah, 3 seconds left. You almost made it. You could just accept the fact you get less vouchers and complete the mission. But I think we can do better. Like, unless we learn, we'll never be able to beat the later missions, I don't think. So I think it's good to restart, just, you know, no frustration. I know it's probably pretty hard to watch me figure this out, but it's what it is. I actually, again, this game, I find it charming, but I'm not like a huge train person or anything, so obviously these kind of things are still hard for me to figure out. Can do better, we can, yes. What do we start with? I think we want to do power plants. It was okay, this setup here. We want these oil things as well though. We put it here. We want the track to go through the middle. 2 of those. Get some oil. We want 2 by 2 space in the middle for extra loading bay. Could have even done more space in the middle actually. I think this will do. We could connect it to these oil wells as well and have large trains come through, which would probably make sense. Instead of upgrading them, you want to make more, and that's, I think, how you do things. Just bring it through. And now we want to set up loading bays here. And that's unfortunately the maximum. I don't think I can get more than that, but 2 should be enough, I hope. I want to set up... We'll need a lot of stations, but for now let's start with 2. Then we can have another. Tapping this is gonna be a bit of an issue here. Could do it this way. Not great, costs a lot, but we have to kind of do that. I will even take out loans if we need that. So that's the oil setup. On to the water, which is gonna go over all of these and deposit it and then head to the cities. So we do a separate energy line, I think. Because we can do that. And it's gonna be better. Let's see it. Okay, that's really bad. We can cut into the city, that's fine. Make sure we have enough space here for the loading bays. And then come back. This is gonna be for the energy, and we want a loading bay. Extra loading bay, that is. Could be like this, that's fine. As long as it can connect, that is. Let's do 2 there. We do want extra loading bay here. Just gonna come. That's really cursed, but okay. Let's do it like that, and then extra station. There we go. So that's gonna be energy, and now we need water. We've got 8,000 left, which is not much, but it's gonna do something. We do need water, it is vital, at least to provide it to the city at first, and then we can do something with that later. So, up here, can we now do this? We can bring it over, yeah. Okay. Bring it this way, bring it down. Like so. It's gonna be a bit of a roundabout, but over that. And then we bring it here, and then it climbs. And we bring it down. Oh, we can be still up, then down. And we need to come back, which is the tough part. This spaghetti maze of things is pretty cursed, but could be worse, I guess. Let's bring it back. And here. There you go. And now we need to actually build this. Which is the tough part because we don't have much money. Let's start with a couple of water pumps. Which we will do for now. Bring it back. Set up an extra loading bay. I suppose. Station. We'll do 2 at the start. Now we need to borrow money for the trains, which is pretty terrible, but oh boy. Okay, so let's build some trains. So first thing we do is water train. Did we? Oh boy, I think I need to build a station as well. For now, let's just build a simple one. I can't really afford much fancy. Let's get this here. Let's give it... I don't want to do this, but it's a dedicated water line, so going small trains actually works, I think. Then we need a train here for oil. So this thing's gonna use the extra loading bay to come back. And an extra train for electricity, but not yet. Let's make another train. This one's gonna not use the basic loading bay. Another water train. We don't have the money for it, which is already terrible. We are gonna go bankrupt because this is overly ambitious start. We definitely should not have built these at the start, but if I salvage it, it's probably gonna be terrible anyway. But the start is vital. I think because I built these from the start, I'm not even gonna be able to utilize them, and it's gonna crush us. I'll have to salvage. We only get health, and it's terrible. But what can I do? We'll have to restart because of this, likely. I'm trying not to, you'll see. Let's get a train. Well, it's speed, we even gold, I know. This is the problem though, like, it's just, I do something stupid and it just punishes me so hard. It's definitely what happened there. It's gonna take a while for them to rail back, so all these things are really a problem. Restart, it is, but I don't want to. But it's probably a restart. You need to start smaller. I just keep building everything at once, and that's a problem. Even though you do need speed, it's just you also can't build cursed garbage. So this is dedicated lines, so every single thing has its own track, and that's more efficient. But it also is much more expensive to set up. So because I had that, we couldn't afford the trains because the bank doesn't loan me enough. I was thinking it loans me more, but it doesn't. Let's go for we missed the restart. Okay. It's a principle in every design process. Fail early instead of cling to something that can be salvaged. Yeah, but it's bad. It feels really bad to do this. What do we have to? It's just, I wish I didn't, like, every time I do something stupid, like, yeah, now I'm gonna probably remember not to do that, but painful lessons is what it is. Okay. This can be over it, so regardless of how we build it, this is fine. Let's do it this way. We should focus on basics, so yeah, can we... This cannot be larger. And there is this tank. That tank can't have stuff over it. It can have diagonals, but not straights. Okay. I have to figure stuff out. So, let's start with some of this crude oil here. And do it as we did before. Plus start with some of the industry. Close is good, there's more oil, but we will not need that, I don't think. So that's the industry. This time it's smaller, which should be more manageable. But this kind of stuff here is pretty terrible. Let's try to get something going. We'll want that to go up eventually, but not yet. For now it's fine as if it's smaller. Set up another loading bay. We can start with a couple of stations. That one is actually terrible. This is terrible. It needs to be more in the back, but it will still block stuff if you do that. Unfortunately, it has to be here. So I guess we could flip it. It doesn't need to go that way. Yeah, it could go this way. In which case it works. Give it a rockers. No problem, Felix, you're on by. Okay, so let's get some stations. We should get some rails. This middle one is actually the best. It's a problem. Okay, and so we are going this way. I need to keep that in mind. So this station would have worked. So if we do this... that taps 3 of them, which is decent. This will work. We need... yeah, this unfortunately blocks the middle path there. That's fine. Just need the water. We need to get the water flowing. Bring it through. Here. Turn back. There you go. Still pretty heavy on the investment, but it will do. So that's one. How do we do this? So this is from here. Okay. So let's set up another parallel track. And stations. Now we need trains. Oh yeah, energy train. I haven't even figured that out yet. We could use this rail, I guess. And the station at the city. Let's do a turn here. Extra station, and then we could do that bypass as well. Oh boy, no. It's a mistake. There you go. What am I doing? This is cursed. Stop. I think it's because height needs to be modified. There you go. Okay, now we need stations. Keep some water stations, keep some energy stations. We have some money left. Okay. Unfortunately, the bypass, I think I need to salvage it and make it slightly smaller, because this is gonna impact the efficiency of the goods quite a bit. So we can just go over like this, and that would do it. So we don't want it to be insanely high, because then it kind of destroys the purpose of having that. So now we need input for the actual energy, and so we can tap this for that, and it could go up this way, and then it could go down from this. There you go. Let's get a station. Oh boy. Need to do it in such a way that it connects to both of these plants. I always forget about that, but you absolutely need that. There you go. And also, let's check this. This is still not large enough. Okay. No, that will not work. Needs to turn back to this. Yeah, there you go. Merge. And then also set up a station, which will do. We could easily add water stations to this. It's just, again, we don't have tremendous amount of money, so this is gonna be a question for me if it's actually gonna work. Let's go ahead and add, we want big trains, I think. Do we? Or do we go small trains? I think small trains clutter everything up. Especially with the energy. So 6 cards and 2 engines. It is expensive, but it will do. So this thing will always go this way, and then it will try to use the secondary loading bay. We add a train here, which is going to get... These can be small, but I'd like them to be the large variant. They don't need to even have the second engine really, but I'll do it. Now we need money for the energy train, so we'll see about that. We probably need to borrow. Can't borrow yet. Hey Jake, welcome. I like what I see so far. I'll also be checking this out tomorrow. Good, but I'm not a trained person, Jake, so I'm not the best person to ask these things because I'm incompetent at managing these sort of things. It's not bad. I like the game is kind of charming. There is a progression system which I like. But if you aim for the gold medals, I feel like it's busting my balls a little bit too much for how early I am in the campaign. But that's because I'm just not a trained person, as I explained. I'm really bad at these sorts of things, so... You know. That's where it is. Let's get train down here. Expensive, but we'll get it. We need to get it. It's definitely Transport Tycoon-esque game, which I think you enjoyed. You also enjoyed similar games like that, so I think you will like it. Oh boy, what is this? It's disgusting. To somehow fix this. Ugh. Okay, how about we go down? No. That's actually really unfortunate. Let's bring this down. And just do this. I'm done trying to do that. It does lead. Yeah, this lead to the ramps, right? So you come back. Don't do. It's trying to do very cursed things now. Okay. Can we do that? Energy train, you go down. There you go. That fixes it. Just need to make sure that it comes up. Yeah, it does. Okay. So delivered some first energy, which is good. We got a little bit of money. We should add another fuel train to this. You will be taking this line, yes. We need some water deliveries to this, meaning we need another water train. I could easily set up a station for this, but it would delay everything, so we'll have to figure that out. For that we need money. We've got 17 minutes. Oil seems to be okay. This one has more than this one. Might need more. Why is this water coming back? Oh, I see. I deleted these houses. Or they died because of the train tracks, and now this station is worthless. Great. So, you no longer do that? Alright. Yep. So we have to use one station instead, which is not great. But as long as there is no backup, there's already a backup. Add another station then. And we should copy another train. More water. Give it another stop though. Salvage this. There you go, and then the new water train. The first one. Let's do this. We deliver some catalyst to this, even though we really need more oil, as it seems. You'll see. A lot of these are not taking the other path at all. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. Seems like a lot of them don't want to do that. So 2-2 should be good. We actually only have 3 trains. I should add another to the middle path next. We've got the energy. What is the energy train doing? It is here. We should actually improve this maybe. But it's gonna be really expensive. And another energy train might be actually necessary as well. This is the current need. Yeah, it needs more energy. Water is still actually pretty bad. As it seems. Did we deliver catalyst? We did. Good. So it's electricity train next. I think. Let's put it in. And we need to boost the oil somehow. This thing's slightly too far away. Should have placed it a bit closer if I could. I don't remember if that was really a possibility, but it's a bit unfortunate. Could just bring this, extend this, bring this more up and build more industry instead of upgrading it, because upgrading it's really expensive. Water's actually pretty tight around here. That would be an easy fix, just a water pump. Just need the money for it. I'm really reluctant to take too much debt though. We should add another station to this, make this faster. Quite a few wagons. We got some money. Okay. I think we add that extra water pump to this. And another water train. The one that goes through the catalyst station. And we could even boost... That's the thing, we could use it to boost the oil as well. Don't have the money for that. There you go. Station. Okay, let's borrow some money. give it 2. And let's get that train going. Where's the train? Where's the other water train? Well, it doesn't matter. We can copy this one, do it. You go through here and then this way, yeah. That will do it. So we boost these. Hopefully that's gonna be enough. I wish we had more capacity in them. So upgrading them might still be good if we ever get the money for it. Also, these stations are holding us up a little. Let's add some more. Catalyst will boost this greatly. Milk should be running out. Energy would help this. But we need to deliver it to the city for the objectives, so really don't want to fiddle around with that. But more oil is great. Obviously. The only thing this might actually need upgrades as well soon, so it doesn't run out of space. This one energy train is still kind of idle a lot of the time. It's not enough. It's because of this. It needs upgrades. I think. Could also just use another oil train. Then some upgrades would be nice. Let's do water. Looks fine. But that's gonna drain it. Like, look. It's 4. If we had another. This one would probably not be able to access the stations though. This one will only access some of it. This would work. Let's do it. I believe this one gets accessed. Yes, it does. Not from this one, but from that, at least. Same with this, if we build that there. Now we should upgrade this at some point. We should use one of the trains, should be using the secondary station. It doesn't block things, and let's give it station tile and another station tile. These I should also boost station tiles because it's kind of holding us up quite a bit. And yeah, station tiles to unload faster is good. And next up we boost this. Propel another energy train. City level up. That's actually bad because it means we won't be able to get good deals on the resources anymore. So upgrades or another energy train. Those are the options. Got some money, we should upgrade this, likely. Yeah, it's full of energy, which means we need another train really. Okay, let's do the train first, then we'll do an upgrade after we get more money. That should be really good, and also keep hauling all the oil. This thing is connected, I think. It's just this needs another train, maybe. They are tapping it. Just need another train. Now this one's gonna pick it up. Let's see, we should do a station further on. More energy, yes. This thing needs an upgrade. Getting bad prices already. That's what it is though. We will be able to get some extra income still from delivering oil and water to these places, but not insane amount. We have 6 minutes to do half of the objective, which is not enough time if we were still at the start, but we do have a higher production value now, I think. What we want is this to probably get upgraded next, I would imagine. This is not really getting too many visits from the trains. How's this looking? It needs another station tile or two so it unloads quickly. We unload the whole thing at once, that will really help. Could also boost this. And energy is rolling. Just need energy. It's our objective. We did deliver quite a bit, but we need to increase the production even further. I think it's about oil mostly. So might boost this. And then another train, perhaps. This didn't pick up anything. Still empty, right? Get an upgrade for this. It only counts the energy that's delivered. So obviously that's a concern. Also, yeah, just more oil. So this thing is just passing a little bit of time. What are I doing? I guess it must be the production. It's just constantly getting drained from this one. And to upgrade the other ones as well. They are getting catalysts, even though the water train is a bit behind. That is a reasonable amount of stuff. Could add another train to this. Just gonna use this offshoot and then it's gonna go through here, yes. To ensure that we boost the production with water. It's getting a bit clogged in places, but nothing crazy. We lost again, I think. Even though we boosted production quite a bit, it's not enough. Hey, friendly computer, welcome. It is a new game, yes. Visually appealing? I mean, it's not like special, I wouldn't say. Especially the UI and all that, but it's not terrible. I'm doing fine, thanks. How are you doing? We lost again. I don't think we can do this within 2 minutes, so yeah, it's unfortunate. We did a little bit better than last time, at least. You're doing okay? Good to hear that. Not terrible is a really good review. It is. Because if it was terrible, I'd tell you. I'm not having a great time with this, these goals though. I feel like this is a bit excessively cruel, but again, I'm not the best person with trains, so I think that explains why I'm struggling with it. We could just, you know, bail out, just take not gold, but what's the point then? Then you don't learn what the thing is about. I think we've learned a lot from this, but still. Apparently I could do better. A lot better than we did. Looks like this could have actually used a station extension. Yeah, we managed to get 210 energy out of 256. We needed more. There is always the option to go with the geothermal, but it requires a significant contribution of resources. And then it takes a long time to bring it here. So unfortunately, it'll work out. I think it's doable. I might try it again, but as I look at this game, I think it's enough for now. It's been almost 4 hours. So let's go ahead and just end the stream here. So thank you for watching. If you like the game, I could play it again. I don't hate it. It's just, you know, again, not my kind of thing usually, these kind of games. So I'll see if we have a raid, if we can send you to see someone else. Let's take a look. The blobber is playing something. He's playing Broken Roads release stream. So it's a Fallout Wasteland but Aussie. Okay, let's raid Blobber.